Good morning. I will now call the December 16th meeting of the Educational Professional Standards Waiver Committee to order. I am joined this morning by fellow committee members, Eli Edwards and Lisa Rosinski. We have two waivers to review and formulate a recommendation to present to the full board. The waivers will be presented by Sharon Salzman, and we will start with waiver A, please.
This request is submitted from Barron County on behalf of Thomas Malazardi. They're requesting to allow for renewal based on his enrollment in two courses, which are Human Growth and Development Foundation of Education. And he is currently working on the Human Growth and Development course, which will be completed by December 31st. And then the Theory of Teaching and Learning begins in January and be completed at the end of February. The candidate had some extraordinary circumstances that prevented him from enrolling in classes earlier this year, and then that later required him to withdraw from one of the classes. So Barron County is requesting that the EPSB waive the renewal requirement for the candidate and issue the 5-year certificate.
Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve waiver A.
All righty, and I want to start a little discussion because I just had a question. It said to issue him a 5-year certificate, and if he hasn't taken the two classes, my question is, can we issue him a 1-year certificate until he finishes the two classes?
Yes, you could do a 1 year. So you could approve the waiver for issuance of a 1-year extension and have him meet the requirements at that time.
Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely, 1,000%.
All righty, so I second the, trying to figure out how to phrase that.
He requested a 5-year, but
You can approve a 1-year extension.
Okay,
so can I amend my motion?
there we go.
I amend my motion to approve a 1-year certificate for waiver A.
And I second that. And if we can move on to waiver B, please.
This waiver is submitted by Morehead State University on behalf of Ellen Gessler. She's a candidate for admission to the Director of Pupil Personnel Program. The waiver, the requirement of 3 years of successful full-time teaching experience and having a valid teaching certificate. She does hold a rank 2 master's in school counseling and a bachelor's in human science childhood development. And for almost 20 years, she has served as a school counselor, director of community schools, youth services coordinator, and 21st century coordinator for Rowan County. The district states her expansive experience has provided exceptional work experience to effectively fulfill the duties of Director of Pupil Personnel. They currently have no certified or interested personnel to fill the impending vacancy. So Morehead State University is requesting that EPSB accept Ms. Gessler's experience to allow her to be admitted to the preparation program for Director of Pupil Personnel.
Do we have a motion?
To approve it.
Second.
There may be some discussion in the opening.
I'm sure there will.
I will note with this one, I don't remember one specifically on point for the DPP. However, you have had these for principal certification, for admission to the principal program and for certification when they have their counselor certificate.
Okay. Because I remember a DPP that was a different school, but they were like the school resource officer chief and wanted to go, gosh, I think it was Montgomery County Schools. And I know that we didn't do that one. My question was, have they already posted the job and they haven't had any interested parties, or is it some future post? And if they enter the program, is it like the provisional that you get for school principal where they can go ahead and be the DPP, or do they have to finish the program before they get that?
So there is the potential for a probationary certificate for DPP. However, that is not what is being requested here. This is the admission to the program where they would complete the program and then have the certificate. Unlike the principal certification. So with the principal, it requires the experience for admission to the program and for issuance of the certificate. For DPP, it only requires it for admission to the program.
Okay. So we won't see this later down the road. Okay.
Okay.
Is there any further discussion? Hearing no further discussion, at this time, the waiver committee is adjourned.